Today, getting a bottle of extra virgin olive oil is as easy as grabbing one off a grocery shelf. But thousands of years ago, in the ancient Mediterranean, olive oil wasn't just food, it was fuel for lamps, a base for medicine, and liquid currency. And making it, that took back-breaking labor, stone machinery, and serious engineering genius. It all started in autumn. Farmers harvested olives entirely by hand, careful not to bruise the fruit before milling. Once collected, the olives went straight to a massive stone mill called a trapetum. Imagine a heavy, circular basin with giant millstones revolving inside, often turned by a donkey, a mule, or team of workers. The goal wasn't to crush the pits entirely, but to grind the flesh into a thick, dark paste. This released the tiny oil droplets locked inside the olive cells. Next came the extraction. Farmers scooped that thick olive paste onto flat, woven mats made of hemp or straw. They stacked these mats on top of each other, forming a tall column under a heavy wooden press. Using massive wooden levers, counterweights, or screw mechanisms, workers applied intense pressure to the stack. As the press tightened, a dark liquid trickled out into holding vats below. But here's the catch. That liquid wasn't pure oil yet. It was a natural mix of olive oil and bitter fruit water. So the question is, how did they separate the oil from the water without modern centrifuges? The answer is simple science: gravity. Because oil is lighter than water, it naturally floated to the top of the collection vats. Master oil makers would carefully skim the pure golden oil off the surface using shallow ladles. Finally, the fresh oil was poured into clay urns known as amphorae, sealed with wax, and stored in cool underground cellars to preserve its flavor for trading across the empire. So the next time you drizzle olive oil over your salad, remember, you're enjoying a product perfected by thousands of years of human ingenuity. If you loved this deep dive into history, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and tell us in the comments what food process should we cover next.